Abby, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, I am so pumped to talk to you today. When I came back into the industry and went to like my first meeting in a very long time, you were one of the first people that like I kept hearing about, and then I got to see you speak, and I saw people following you around and listen to like what you were saying, and I was like, this girl's like super cool. I just really love how you package and present yourself, your ability to articulate like leadership principles, and you're just cool. I just want you to know that I think you're just like really cool.
Well, that's really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So, Abby, you have had an incredible year. Obviously, you have had a lot of success in our industry. You've been in the industry now for 9 years or so. 9 years. This last year has been a really big year for you. You became a national consultant, which is an incredible feat, and you also got married.
Yeah.
So congrats on all your success. Congrats on your marriage.
I appreciate that.
I want to take it back to before you started in our industry. What were you like? How did you get introduced? Tell us a little bit about Abby pre-direct sales industry.
Yeah, so I went to Eastern Kentucky University. No idea what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it was like to the deadline where they're like, hey, you need to pick a major.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. And the guy's like, well, what do you want to be? And then my little smart Alec 18-year-old self was like, famous.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, go into broadcasting. And that was it. So got a broadcasting degree on a 20-second conversation. It was never my plan.
Yeah.
Graduated school and did not want to relocate, but was living in Cincinnati at the time.
Yep.
And I hated public speaking, didn't want to relocate, so there wasn't a ton of opportunity, period, for that. So I was a little lost, just aimlessly applying to positions, and I started working for the airlines. And I thought that would be awesome. I'd have all these travel benefits. I was like, jackpot, till I started working there.
Yeah.
And it was like the same thing every single day.
Wow.
And I was, I don't know.
And were you actually like a flight attendant? Like
No, not. I wasn't even that cool. I was I was a gate agent.
Yeah.
But I was still like, this is awesome. Until I realized it was like the most dead end position. No offense to it, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
And it was just clock in, clock out. Everyone I had worked with had worked there for like 30 plus years. Yeah. And I was like, I could not imagine my alarm going off and me doing the exact same thing for 30 years.
Yeah.
So I lasted 6 weeks, only because half of the time was in Charlotte and I was having such a good time at the trainings.
Of course.
Or it would have only lasted 3. But corporate America took me up and spit me out literally in 6 weeks.
That's funny.
So I started in Jessica Vitelik's office, who is my mentor. I met her, and the whole atmosphere of the building was just completely different. The way everyone operated at the airport.
Yeah.
Everyone at the airport was like, ugh, thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
And everybody in Cincinnati in her office was like bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
I was like, I just walked into a room full of 50 Abbies.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
That's awesome.
I'm in. This looks like a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
So I just came in excited.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. So that helped a ton.
I love that.
But
And so everyone always talks about how like infectious your attitude and your energy is. And so when you say people were similar, you just walked into a room with people that were like positive and optimistic and energetic and and obviously what we do is high performance sales. So it was competitive, it was fun. We were smack talking, and that got me fired up. I was like, I don't know what this is, but I got to beat that guy. Yeah. And so were you in stores, Sam's Clubs, and selling all the different widgets and things of that nature?
Yep. So I was doing the face-to-face sales with the different products.
That's cool. Were you good at it? I imagine your energy, your attitude, like.
Not at first, no. But I was excited to be there, and I wanted to be good at it, and I wanted to be better than the guy that was teaching me how to do it.
Yes.
And I thought I could be. I was like, all right, like if this guy can do this, like I got this.
Yeah.
So we just had so much fun with it.
Right.
We like laughed at what we were doing. Like we can't take this serious. We're like selling items in the back of a store.
Yeah.
But because we were having fun, we were selling all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Left, right, and center. So, my experience with the whole thing was really positive.
Yeah. And you seem very competitive. Were you an athlete? You have a ton of sisters, brothers. What's that look like for you?
Not really. I was not that athletic. I was very uncoordinated. Yeah. I did gymnastics, not well, but did it.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. And I did cheered, and I thought that was That was fun.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really overly competitive until I started in this business.
Really?
And then I was like, I think I would have really liked sports. I probably should have tried that.
Yeah. And so how many siblings do you have?
I am one of 4. It's just so funny, but my older sister is only 21 months older than me. And her and I are just like the most polar opposite people ever.
Yeah.
So we weren't competitive. We were just like, morning.
Yeah.
How are you? Cool.
That's so funny.
But yeah.
Okay. And so you started in the sales. You did pretty good. I imagine you moved pretty quickly. Was like teaching other people easy for you? Like what types of challenges did you come by in like your first year of doing sales?
Yeah. So, no, I was really bad at training.
Okay.
I hated to have to correct somebody.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I have to spend the next 6 hours with you and I've got to tell you what you're doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just work really hard and hope that you would catch on to it. Like, if you just do what I'm doing, it's working. Like, how do you not get this? But they wouldn't, right? And because I would not explain it or I wouldn't break it down or I had no system to it, I was just riding off personality.
Right.
I struggled pretty heavily with training.
Wow.
And it took my mentor really cracking down on me, like, why are people not getting better when they're with you?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, all right, now I got to focus on this.
Yeah.
But, then I realized the more corrective conversations I had with people, the significantly better they got quicker.
Right.
So that just changed the game.
Yeah. How did you develop your ability to have these conversations?
By avoiding them. That didn't work. And so I just did realize that it's not about going out there and being the best at sales.
Yeah.
It's about your ability to scale business. And because I wasn't teaching well, I wasn't scaling well. So it's not about sales, it's about scalability. So once I actually understood what this business was, I realized I was running at the wrong target.
Yeah.
And so then my goals and everything I was working towards was, how do I make other people really good at this?
Totally. And I imagine you probably messed it up a few times before you got good at it.
Oh, a few, 1,000.
Right. So what is your advice then for people that, maybe they are good at sales and they're not great at training? Like, how does someone get good at duplicating their efforts?
Yeah, repetition, right?
Yeah.
So you just do it over and over again. And if what you're doing isn't working, well, then just go shadow somebody who's got better results than you do.
Yeah.
And then just copy what they're doing.
Yeah.
And apply it.
Yeah. Your dad was a business owner, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you feel like you took from him, and watching him do that has helped you excel as a business owner today?
Yeah. So I just remember growing up, like I said, I'm one of 4.
Yeah.
My dad worked for IBM. He ran a real estate firm. He had a bunch of rental property.
Wow.
He owned a bar, all at the same time. So this man was just in every direction.
Yeah.
And so once I got to the point where I realized I was able to start my own business, to be honest, I kind of didn't want to do it.
Wow.
I was like, hey, I saw how challenging that was.
Wow.
I saw us eating dinner and him having to get up and leave again and go take care of this or that. And I was like, I understand why, 90% of people don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, guys wake up and smell the roses. Like, who wants to do that? That's awful. But then I watched my mentor, Jessica, and how just there was so much system and structure and all this stuff that her only motive was, what can I do to drive the business?
Yeah.
What can I do to, her tasks within the business were just how to move it forward.
Yep.
So when I understood what my role was in this industry, it was a totally different game changer.
Yeah.
And he has been excellent. My dad's super supportive, and he gets it.
That helps.
And so that helps.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool too, because I just know that he's excited about it too.
Yeah. I imagine knowing you your whole life and then, getting into this industry and there's all these people that are like little Abbies running around. I'm sure your parents were like, oh yeah, she's in the right place. Yeah.
We have a Christmas party every year in Cincinnati, and our section of it, we're the bad kids, but we got a party bus each year.
Yeah.
And we'd have so much fun going to this Christmas party and having our party bus beforehand. And I brought my dad on it each year. And he's like, Abby, the energy on this bus, he's like, you can just tell you were made for this business.
Awesome.
And it's just so funny. And he was looking at me, he's like, your grandfather would have nailed this too. So it's just kind of fun. I've never met him, my grandfather. So it was cool that he was saying that he would have loved this energy too. You know? So it's just fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you start your own business, you're realizing, okay, I do want to do this. I do see a career for me here. Was there ever a point where you're like, I want to get to be a consultant, like I want to have multiple people that I consult with, or were you just like, I just want to run my own business? And
no. So, working at the airlines, I quickly realized that I never want to work for somebody else again.
Yeah.
Like the thought of that makes me want to cry. That anybody has to wake up and do the same thing over and over again in life. Like to me, that was awful. And so, and different strokes for different folks.
Of course.
Some people love that. That's awesome. For me personally, though, that was like a midlife crisis at like 22.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that I am fully in control of my schedule, fully in control of my income. Kind of what I say goes. It's a super relaxed lifestyle now,
right?
And I love that.
Yeah.
And my goal is to be able to pass that feeling and pass that opportunity off to the next guy.
Yeah.
So it's like one thing to get yourself there, but it's another to be able to like pull other people out of what I felt was like a rat race.
Yeah.
Pull them out of that and teach them how to work for themselves, teach them how to kind of march the beat of their own drum.
Right.
That's the whole reason I love this industry.
Right. And I think, if everyone could run their own business, they would do it, right? But hard work, sacrifice. You obviously just got married, and one of the biggest negatives that a lot of people deal with is like feeling like they don't have time to date or, to get married or to spend time outside of work. So talk to me a little bit about what that's been like for you and how that's maybe changed for you over the years.
Yeah, your first year in any industry generally, but especially in opening your own company, is really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
And your second year is hard, but then it gets less hard and less hard and less hard. And now I feel like I could do this in my sleep.
Yeah.
But my husband, he has a very entrepreneurial position too.
Yeah.
So we feel like we're cheating at life.
Yeah.
Like we've had that really flexible schedules.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, you want to go do this? And it's like, yep.
Yeah.
I just can. And it's really cool.
What is your advice then for somebody who maybe wants a work-life balance, but also wants to be their own business owner? Like, what do you say to that person?
I think, and again, this is just my opinion, but I think if you want a work-life balance, you better work for yourself. Because if not, someone's choosing your schedule, your time, how much you're worth, where you need to be. You can't tell me you want work-life balance and not want entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
But again, you've got to be good at entrepreneurship to have the time. Yeah. So you've got to be willing to do what it takes to get yourself there. Yeah. But my opinion, I was more than willing to work my butt off for 2 years to set myself up for the lifestyle I have now. Yeah. I would do that over and over again any day. Yeah. And so my goal is just to teach people to do that. Yeah. But I think if you're really small thinking and you're like, well, I need my weekends off. Well, hey, if you can't sacrifice a little bit to gain a ton, you're not, whatever, you can have your weekends off, but you're going to work for a very, very long time for somebody else. And whoever you're working for, somebody owns that business and somebody's cashing in on that. Exactly. And that person's just not you. Yeah. And so my goal is to teach as many people that want to how to make that them.
Yeah, that's so cool. Another really cool thing I love about you is that you personally recruited your little sister in, right?
Yeah. So tell me about. I wasn't different about that one, all right?
Okay.
She's a little snake. So she, didn't, because my older sister, like I said, we're pretty different. But she's a nurse practitioner, going to the medical field. She's the smart one. She kills it. She's great. And then there's me. I'm just like the wild one. I don't know, whatever. And then there's her. And she's kind of a nice mix between the two of us. And so she wanted to go in the medical field, and so she went and got a degree in dietetics, and I think she shadowed at the hospital and realized like her new career was like pass out lunches. She's like, whoa, hold on. Like she had her, midlife crisis too at 22 or whatever. And I never pushed our business on her. I'm like, if you want to, come join it. It's great. If you don't want to, whatever, you know. And I'm 10 years older than her, so when I was going through the field at 22, she was 12. So she was just a little kid. So she didn't really even know. She didn't even know what I do for a living, but she benefited from it because each year I get my family a nice gift for Christmas of us all going on a big trip. That's awesome. All paid for by myself, and so she's just seen that over the years, and then eventually she's like, all right, this hospital thing's not for me. Like, Abby, I think I'm gonna join the business. Like, oh, are you now?
That's so funny. What was like your first thought when she called you and told you that?
I was so happy. Like I wanted her to do it, but I didn't want her to do it because I wanted her to do it. Right. I wanted her to do it because she wanted to. Yeah. And so, I was really excited when she wanted to come to Indy. And then she worked with me in Indianapolis for a little while. And it was really, really tough to coach your little sister.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's my little baby.
Yeah.
So I packaged her up and sent her off to Cincinnati to get mentored by my mentor.
Yeah.
And my mentor got it right.
Yeah.
She did it. She got the job done.
That's a smart move. I love that. And so now she's a business owner in our industry and she's doing awesome.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about her and how she's doing and what she's up to. And
she's the best. She's so cute.
Yeah.
When she had the opportunity to choose a territory and open her own company, she came out to Indianapolis.
Wow.
And so now our offices are right next door to each other.
Oh
and
my God.
I love every second about it.
How cool is that? You come to work, you have your little sister there. I mean, what's
it's like my child just walks in. It's like, what the heck? What are you doing here?
That's so cool. Have you ever had to have like a tough conversation with her that maybe you didn't really know how to navigate? Or
no one chooses to like screw up purposely.
Of course.
I was like, I got a little feedback for you. Come here real quick. And she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she wants to be better. She wants to do better. So she's excited for it.
Yeah.
She's a great student and she's, here for the right reasons.
Yeah. Is she also a little Abby? Does she have that infectious energy that you carry with you?
I have heard we're similar.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you talked a lot about Jessica, your mentor. What would you say is maybe like the single biggest lesson that you really learned from her that really helped you in your career?
I have never seen someone say to do ratio. Like if Jessica tells you something she's going to do, it's done. And that lady is just such a good example and she practices what she preaches.
Yeah.
So there's no like getting off easy. There's like she doesn't take it easy on me ever.
Yeah.
But in such a good way.
Yeah.
But she also doesn't take it easy on herself.
Yeah.
So she just has such high standards. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm really, really fortunate to have her.
That's really awesome. You did a smart talk with us and you talked a lot about your sphere of influence really being able to like dictate your outcome, your income. How important is it to have a good sphere of influence in like different departments of your life, right?
Yeah. I just am really fortunate that I feel like I have very forward-thinking people in my life, and I'm sure it's because that's who I choose to surround myself with. But between my husband and his family, I mean, they're incredible. My family, extremely entrepreneurial, incredible. All my siblings, it just seems like everybody wants big things and holds themselves accountable. Yeah, so I really took Jessica's coaching and feedback really serious because I watched what she had and what she created and how she carried herself and how she helped other people. And just everything in her life. I mean, she really nailed it. And so I wanted that too. I was like, hey, if you're willing to teach me how to do this, all right. So she told me to do it. I would do it, and then I'd watch the results happen. And I think that's just really important.
Yeah. And how do you teach your people to like duplicate what you do? I mean, because I think it's so easy to be like, do what I do, and like, but sometimes you get people that don't maybe have the same personality as you, right? You're this very positive, optimistic, infectious person. So how do you coach someone who maybe has a different personality than yours?
I think what gets people excited about our business is when they actually understand the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think it's our job as the business owner to explain exactly what this actually is.
Yeah.
So as long as you're explaining to someone why what we do works, what the whole goal is here, what the actual opportunity is, then you get a totally different outcome out of them.
I like that. And so I guess my last question to you is, obviously becoming a national consultant, you get a nice big pay bump, right? What has that financial increase looked like for you in the last year? And what have you been able to do, or what are you excited to do now that you're at that level?
Yeah, so from regional consultant to national consultant and reaching that milestone, I ran the numbers on the flight home. I'm like, there's no way it's gonna be that much.
Yeah.
And just that increase alone was a $240,000 pay increase.
That's insane.
If I didn't get any better than the first day of being a consultant.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, so that's the consulting fees. And
amazing.
That just makes up one avenue of income.
Yeah.
Then obviously I also make a net profit off of my company.
Yep.
And then these consulting fees, man,
they're nice.
They're nice.
Has there been any big purchase? Are you excited to invest in the more things?
So from the business books I read, I'm not supposed to spend this money, so I am investing it all.
That's awesome. I like it.
So no crazy purchases minus my house, but More so just all going into the stock portfolios and the different investments.
Beautiful. Did you ever think 9 years ago that you'd be in this position, making this sort of income and having this sort of impact on so many lives?
No, not at all. Like I thought my capabilities were gate agent at airlines.
Yeah.
I didn't really care. I don't know. I wasn't the most career driven, entrepreneurial. I don't know. It wasn't until I met Jessica.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, like, I got this.
Yeah.
Like, I think I could do that too.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, she really did change my life.
That's amazing. And so if you had to think back and do maybe one thing differently from the day you started in the field doing the sales that may have helped you, what would that be?
When I first started, I was really skeptical.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that I ever wanted to own a company.
Mm-hmm.
I watched my dad and I thought that seemed really hard, really time consuming. Stressful.
Yeah.
And then as I watched more and more people in our industry just knock it out of the park, and they did it so well and so graciously that it opened my eyes to like, it doesn't have to be this ball of mess. Like running a business isn't that hard if you have the right people in the right place, you've got the right systems, infrastructure.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been really easy. Now, it wasn't easy at first. But now it's like really easy.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And I love it.
That's amazing, Abby. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm happy that I got to talk with you. So thank you so much.
I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you, Abby.